On Instagram, and in a few seconds, we're going to be live on Facebook. 3, 2, boom! There we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement with yours truly, comedian Mike Marino. I got a great guest on my show tonight. We're going to get real with Drasconi, an actor, Italian actor, who's from far away. Took him how many hours to get here?
5 hours.
5 hours. Drove 5 hours to come down to the basement. We're going to have a little pizza. We're going to have a little chit-chat. We're going to have some cocktails. And we're going to find out what's going on in Gio's life and career. Let's start off by saying this, because I don't think I've ever met a Gio. His first name is Gio. Is that short for anything?
No, it's just Gio.
Really?
Yeah.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, 2 sisters.
Your 2 sisters?
Yeah.
So if your name's Gio, what's your sister's name?
Violetta and Patricia.
Well, I can understand Violetta, because this is very Italian. Gio's a very Italian name. Violetto's an Italian name. Where'd Patricia come from?
I have no idea.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely.
Hey, that's Gio. That's Violetta. Who's that? That's Patricia. Is she older, younger? Where are you in the food chain?
I'm the last one.
So you're the baby.
That's right.
Still the baby, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it your sisters in show business?
No, they're not. They're in the medical field.
They're in the medical field. Oh, okay, got some smart sisters. Maybe you need to hook me up, because I can go for some medications. Where in the medical field? Like,
The doctors.
they're doctors.
Yeah.
Your sisters are doctors?
Yeah.
Wow, they need to be on this show and find out what's wrong with us. Born and raised where?
Queens, New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I think upstate?
Well, I moved up there about 10 years ago for work, and I stayed up there. It was cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're from Queens?
Queens,
Oh,
yeah.
he's a Queens guy. No wonder why you have that accent, because people who live in upstate New York, they sound like they're from Chicago or Boston. They got that upstate, not really New York accent.
Yeah.
When did you go out there?
2014.
So 2014, you moved from Queens
Yeah.
to upstate New York. Why?
I had a job offer that I took as construction consultant.
I love Italian people when they come on the show. What did you go up to upstate New York? Well, I had a business transaction. I was going to do some work with a construction company. And you feel like in your gut, no, that's not what happened. You either ran from somebody or you were looking for somebody. Upstate where? Where is that?
Syracuse.
Syracuse. See, we say Syracuse. I never said Syracuse. Syracuse. That's a drive, man. You really...
With traffic, about 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah.
I would think it's 5 hours without traffic.
No, it's straight without traffic. It's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like it out there?
I like it. It's cheaper. It's easy living. You know.
Yeah.
People, there's no traffic. You know, so it's good.
If you don't know anything about Syracuse, New York, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the upstate area. I believe the capital of New York is it Rochester or is it Syracuse?
It's Albany.
Albany.
Yeah.
I'm all right. He even said, well, I say Albany. He said Albany. Is it Albany, New York? That's where the governor is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cuomo. He's not there no more, but he was. Now he's got a bridge. His father's got a bridge. A big bridge. They don't even call it that. Or do they?
I believe so.
What am I thinking? The Tappan Zee? What's the bridge? All right, trivia. What bridge am I thinking of?
The Mario Cuomo.
Mario Cuomo Bridge, but it's called Tappan Zee too, right?
Tappan Zee, it's
Yeah.
actually gone back to be the Tappan Zee.
Yeah, well, they got rid of him and they said, you know what? Screw it. We don't like Cuomo. Let's make it Tappan Zee again. And nobody even knows who Tappan Zee is. Who was he? Nobody.
Japan,
Altapan, Tappan Zee. And
all Japan.
did you have to come over that bridge to get here?
No. I took through Pennsylvania. I came through Pennsylvania.
Oh, no
New Jersey.
kidding.
Yeah, 81 north.
There's a lot of ways to get to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons to stay. It was 75 degrees today. And this week, it's actually going to be record-breaking highs. 85 degrees on Thursday. I'm not a weather reporter. I'm not a weatherman. All I know is I watched the weather today. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to Florida tomorrow. I should just stay right here, because they have bad weather in Florida. It's raining and windy, and it's 50 degrees. And here in New Jersey, it was 75. You can actually get a sunburn. And in 75 degrees, he's driving from Syracuse. Must have been hot in the car.
I had my top down, so it was okay.
You really got a convertible?
Yeah, I got a convertible.
You kidding?
It's not a convertible, it's affordable. It has a sunroof on it, so.
Oh, you had the windows down.
Yeah, windows.
All right,
whatever you want.
an Italian sunroof. I get the windows down. And my left arm is sunburnt. That's about it. So you go out there for a job in construction?
Yeah, construction, real estate, yeah, development.
Oh, okay. And you don't do that no more?
No, I just do straight acting now.
Oh, watch out now. So he moves out there and does a little work out in Syracuse. Now, I've been to Syracuse many times. There's a great college up there, of course. And there's Rochester. And in Rochester is where they started the Kodak film business, right?
Yeah.
Way back in the day. And I played a theater up there. And it's like where did all the people go? They seem to have disappeared.
Yeah, they moved out because all the manufacturers shut down, all the car companies and stuff like that. They shut down, so a lot of them moved out of state.
Sad how that all happens when car manufacturing companies go out of business. I guess nobody needs Kodachrome anymore. You can take a picture in your cell phone. It just seems like these days so many new companies put major companies out of business very quickly. In fact, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the area that we're in right now, but a Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business. I didn't think a Bed Bath & Beyond would ever go out of business. I love going into Bed Bath & Beyond just to smell the candles. Where am I going to get my pillows now? Target? That was supposed to be funny. I got nothing from him. He didn't even crack a smile. This guy's he's like acting like he's on the witness protection program. He's getting drilled now. You sure you live in Syracuse? It's sad when those things happen. And they built this brand new wing at the Newark airport, and nobody works there. Wow. It's gigantic. It's the biggest thing you've ever seen, and there are no employees. You have to know how to do everything. You check yourself in, you weigh your bags, you put up your bag, you put a sticker on your bag. I'm hoping in the future I actually will work for TSA. They'll also be like, dude, where are you going with those shoes? I'm like, you know I bought them. You got to give up that cologne. It's 3 ounces. Is that Paco Rabanne? Fuck, you know it's Paco Rabanne. Everybody that's in show business usually gets bit with the acting bug and wants to be in the business from a young age. So tell us, when did this all start with you?
Back when my dad passed away, I was 16. I wanted to get into the business, and I went to a audition in Manhattan with my mom, and it was like a long line. And they said to me, "Hey, come back tomorrow. We'll call you." So I came next to my mom, and then after that, they said, "Oh, well, we like you." So they wanted $3,000. I'm like, "I'm not giving over $3,000. I was 16." I said, "You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Fuck this." So sorry. So after that, I stopped. Then I worked in my uncle's pizzeria in Long Island. And some actor came and he's like, "Hey, I'm doing a movie. I want to put you in. You have that look." I said, "All right, whatever." So I did that, and he wanted money too. So I was like,
I hold it. Oh, let's rewind now. Remember, everybody watching is not in show business. And while you are watching, folks, we are taking in some cash. So down here on Facebook, send us some money. We hear the bell ring, we'll shout out your name. Last week we made at least $3.82. I was so happy with that. It didn't even pay for the pizza, but it was worth it. So go to watch me on Facebook right now. We're on Facebook Live, my fan page. It's Mike Marino Live, and send us some hearts and banners, which pays us, because he needs gas money to drive 5 hours all the way back up to Syracuse. Now, I'm assuming what you said is you went on an audition in New York City when you were 16 years old.
Yes.
And when you go on auditions like this, when you're new in this business, they call them cattle calls. I don't even know what they would call it now. I haven't done this in a very long time. I hope I don't ever have to do it again. It's brutal because there's lines of people waiting to do what you're hoping you're going to get to do.
right.
You might not even get seen. And even if you do get seen, you might get tossed to the curb very quickly. So how did you even know about this particular audition, let's say?
It was in the paper. They had like the New York Post paper back in the day, or the Daily News. It was in like a little ad. And I was working at my uncle's pizzeria, so I was like, I'll go try this out, maybe something different. And then,
Money! Thank you very much. Send us some money again. You just paid for a slice of pizza at his uncle's pizzeria. Keep on sending that cash. Is that Mike Marino? Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that. Money, money, money.
So I started, so I said, forget it. I went there. So
Where was your uncle's pizzeria?
in Long Island City.
Oh, so in Long Island.
It was Long Island. It was in Melville.
So you weren't too far from the actual city.
No, not at all. And long story short, I went. What's a scam? I said, I'm not gonna do it no more.
Wait a minute. You're jumping all around your story. We're not in a hurry, bro. We got an hour. What was the audition for? Did it say, hey, we're looking for a young Joe Pesci?
No, it was for an LA shampoo at that time.
Ooh.
So they gave me like a monologue, and I read it, and they loved me, and said, "I'll call you tomorrow morning at 9:30." So I went to bed. I couldn't wait for 9:30 the next morning. I was like 18 at the time, and then I woke up, and they called me, and we want $3,500. $3,500 for what? We have to pay you an advertisement. I said, "Have a nice day."
I'm a little confused, I guess, but we might not be getting the answer we're looking for. A production company who has people come in to audition for a shampoo product asked you to pay $3,500 to be in the commercial?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And an Italian guy like you from Queens, you didn't say to him, oh, I would love to give you $35. I got it in my car. Come on outside. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, no, I didn't. It was a scam, so I just.
I know, I'm saying. You didn't beat the shit out of these people?
Not yet. No, I didn't. I didn't beat the shit out of them, no.
It was a scam?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of a scam like that. Usually what you do is you go on an audition and they say to you, we think you're great, but you need pictures. And
No.
we charge money for pictures. I never heard anybody say we charge money to put you in a project.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. It says some fee I had to pay them. I didn't understand. My mom didn't understand. She didn't speak English anyway. So
Is that right?
yeah, but she speaks broken English. My mom.
So you're first generation.
Yeah.
Wow, check this out.
yeah.
Okay, so you blow off this audition,
So,
it comes and goes.
Comes and goes, and 10 years later.
10?
15 years later.
15? Boy, did we jump to another
No,
episode.
it was 15 years later. My mom got diagnosed with cancer about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
And it was hard for me, so I never listened to my mom. So my mom told me one day we were at the hospital and she got diagnosed. She said to me, you're good at this acting thing. Go give it a shot. All right, I'm going to do it. So I came home. I made a social media account, and I came home from work. I was mad. I put a video up for my phone, and the same day had about 100 people contact me. Oh, my God, you're phenomenal, a private message. And then I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. That same day, I booked my first lead role in a featured film called Ghosters. This is during the pandemic. So they flew me out to Colorado for 10 days, and they paid me, and I did the movie. And I was coming back, and I started booking every other week a role. With no connection to business, no acting classes, no acting school, just naturally.
Money. Paying for that pizza, baby. You making money.
So that's what happened. And, now 2.5 years later, I booked about 70 projects.
Well, thank you. It's been a great interview. I hope you had a good time. 70 projects. You can find them on the internet. No big deal. I want to say thank you to Gio for coming down 5 hours to tell us his life story in 2.5 minutes. Bite your pizza, baby. We're going to find out everything I need to find out. Don't you guys worry. I had to bite this pizza. I'm starving. The food tonight is presented by our friend Max, who has a pizza place called Max's, because that's his name. It's on Park Avenue, right here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Tonight, we ordered a plain pizza, just for everybody who wants just a plain slice. And we also ordered what is called the Grandma Pizza. Look at that. Folks, this is so good. I promised myself that I wasn't going to eat pizza tonight. All of a sudden at 7:30, when Gio first came over, I said to myself, we better get some food. So we're eating some food right now, and this is so damn delicious. Send me some money. Hi, Jill. How you doing? Jill, who's writing into the show right now, is a professional makeup artist, and she works on major movies. Today, she was working on a movie in this area and didn't stop by to say hello because she didn't think I was home.
How you doing, Joe?
Oh. All right. So you go on the first audition, you didn't like it because it was a scam. And then you put up something on the internet and you start showing people your acting work and you start booking some stuff.
Yeah.
Money. There's your cash.
Thank you.
Most actors have to put themselves all over the internet and all over the city, New York City, and places like Los Angeles, California. Now, you're saying you just built some kind of a social media following, and people were calling you and casting you in TV projects and film projects?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so don't extend on that. I'll do it for you. What was the first project? What did you play?
The first project I played in a feature film called Ghosters. I played Ricky. I played a father in the project. It was a kids movie, and my daughter, she stole my car to chase ghosts with her friend, and I find out and there's ghosts in the building, and her friend's father was one of the officers in the building, and he got trapped in the elevator with the ghost. So that was one of it, and it was I was nervous. I never did acting in my life. Had cameras on my face, and you know I was nervous. I didn't want to mess up. So the director's like, "You got this." So I said, "All right." I relaxed, and then I did it. And now it's coming actually this year on Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Tubi. It has a theatrical, I believe, release as well.
So this is the first project that you're in, and they give you a starring role?
Yeah, lead role.
No shit. Check you out.
He loved my tape. I said to him, I said to the director, I said I could do a better job with a real camera, and he says okay. And he, right away, he gave me my ticket. I was in a couple months. I was in Colorado, Denver, then Colorado Springs, and it was a great experience.
I like the way he reversed the words. Colorado, Denver, Colorado Springs. Good for you, man. Is English your first language, or were you speaking Italian?
Yeah, I spoke a lot of
Spoke
languages.
a lot of
Yeah, it's easy, but that's how it all happened. And I came back, and I started booking every other week with no agent, no manager at the time. And then I had managers reach out to me, I had agents reach out to me, and I basically never did an audition in my life since in 2 years, and none of these projects.
Well, fortunately for you, getting into projects without auditioning is a miracle. That's not really always the way that show business rolls. Most of the things I've always gotten because someone saw me in a different project, but it's a very difficult grind. But it was nice that you were playing, I guess, a kids type movie
Yeah.
in something with a ghost. That's hilarious. It's a comedy.
Yes, comedy.
All right. And what's the next project?
After that, I did after the Sun. Then I did.
I
20.
can't stop eating this pizza. It's so damn
No,
good.
it's definitely good. Definitely good. I gotta lose weight for a role, so I can't have so much food. I'm shooting this in May.
I got to gain weight for a roll because I'm going to roll onto the set. That's a jokey joke. I just put that in there. I don't know if anybody's getting this sarcasm tonight. Anyway, getting all these roles and all these projects within a couple of years is almost like a little bit of a miracle.
Well, I do pray. I pray a lot. Without God, nothing's possible. I always thank Him for every opportunity I get, and anything I do in life. And it's just amazing what prayers could do when you pray and you believe in faith. First I give Him all the credit, because if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't do all these projects in 2.5 years.
Right.
And thank God my mom's still alive. So I've been going through a lot. 2.5 years, my mom having cancer. So.
Well, that's a tough one, and I'm sorry to hear that. We could talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I'm interested in letting everybody know about these projects that you're working on and where they can see you. Right now, I want to do a quick shout out to someone that I'm performing with in Canada. She's watching the show right now, and I'm very happy that you're watching. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Manna. How are you, Maria? And thank you so much for having me on the Canadian talk show that we did this morning. It was actually bilingual. The guy did it in Italian, and I had to do it in English because I don't speak Italian. But I'm coming out to Canada starting April 21, 22, and 23. So, Maria, while you're watching, you could plug this as well and log on and stay attached to me. And when I get out to Canada, we're going to do a podcast together as well. On April 21, I will be at the Avenel Theater. I'm sorry, too much pizza. Me. See, now he's going for his pizza. That's right. Go ahead. Take a break. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Maria Manna and I are performing in New Westminster at the Anvil Theater in Canada. And then on April 22nd, we're going to be at the Paramount Theater in Kamloops, Canada. And then on April 23, we'll be at the Da Vinci Center for the Performing Arts, and that's in British Columbia, Victoria, BC. So, what's up, Canada? I'm on my way. I'm going to bring Gio with me, too. He's going to be bringing the pizza.
Oh, the pizza.
Hey, the
Forget
pizza.
about it.
Forget about it. You got it. Okay, so project number 2, Brandon Bruno. How you doing? Hi, everybody. How you doing? Listen, we're all going to talk to everybody. And thank you so much for writing in so fast. God bless everybody. I could see it. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. We'll keep on plugging everywhere we're going. Hello, Chicago. How you doing? We're going to take in some questions in a little while for Gio. Right now, I want to get a bunch of more information out about where you could watch his projects and how this man so luckily got in so many different film and television projects rapidly when he started his acting career. So what's number 2?
Number 2 was Killer Witches. Number 3 was Mark of the Werewolf.
Wait a minute. Come on, man. You got to tell us a little bit about it. Mark of the Witches?
No, Mark of the Werewolf.
Mark of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
What happened with the bitches? Witches.
It was a horror film we did about a year and a half ago in upstate New York in Binghamton. And I play a sleazy photographer named Tony
No.
from New York.
Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
No way. You look more like a Geo. I can't believe you were playing a Tony. A Tony. A wise guy photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, you want the film? You want the film?
Yeah. It was,
All right. Well, that's cool. And then?
And then I did Tony Matrone in Connecticut and Boston. We shot that. And then I created a TV series called The Loyal and Betrayed. We're filming that right now in Buffalo, New York.
I need to be in that.
Yeah, you're on it.
I could be like the chief of police or something.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
No, really?
Swear to God.
I'm the chief of police.
Of Buffalo, New York. That's what I was
But
thinking.
I'm on the take.
You're on the take, yeah. So we're shooting that now until the end of the year. A year and a half ago, I did a Fox project, Fox Nation, called The Great American Heist with Paul Sorvino, great guy. He was a narrator on it.
How lucky are you? Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, I met him before, and it's funny. A year and a half later, I just worked with his son Michael Sorvino on another horror project in Vermont, and it was just we clicked. And
I never would think you were going to be in a horror movie. I'm thinking wise guys, some guy on the street, somebody robbing something. I don't want to stereotype you, but you kind of got that whole Joe Pesci thing going on. But now that I think about it, wouldn't it be funny if there was a comedy, wise guys and ghosts, like boo, asshole. Anne Marie, what are you doing? I'm hiding. I'm a ghost. Hey, let's do this real quick. We were talking about the guy I met. He's from Italy. Big C's Italian Grill. It's the food truck.
Oh, the food truck.
I'm
yeah.
going to put the food truck, if you're watching there, next Tuesday night, I want you to put the food truck in my driveway. We're going to make a lot of noise on this street. We're going to eat, we're going to laugh, we're going to joke, and we're going to make money on the street in front of the house. All right?
Deal.
All right. So back to the ghost hunting.
So I did that, and it was a great project. It's coming out end of the year, I think by Halloween. But we had the special screening this month in Binghamton, New York, where we shot the project.
Hey, Halloween's a great time to release a horror.
Yeah. So I'm doing that, and I'm shooting 4 more this month, actually, back to back. I'm shooting one with Peter Green from The Mask.
Yeah, you mentioned this to me. Now, I can't think of who Peter Green is.
He played one of the bad guys in The Masked movie, and also filming with Lenny Thomas from Ruthless and Blackish TV series. He's like Taylor Perry Studio series. Yeah. We're shooting that in the month. It's called The Beggar Man. It's going to be out end of the year. And I'm shooting a new featured film, actually. I play a homeless guy, a homeless drug addict on the
He looks a little too coiffed to ever play a homeless guy.
Well,
Came with his sport jacket.
It's a different character. And that's a featured film with SAG, and that's coming out end of the year as well. And another series I just got from a SAG series called Wazak Group, the Wazak Group. We're filming that here and also in Europe as well.
Hey, who wouldn't want to go to Europe to film? I'm going to someplace near Europe. It's called Dubai.
Mm.
I guess it's near Europe. I don't know. Maybe you got to pass it. Stop over in Europe on my way to Dubai. I want to do a shout out to what would have been one of our sponsors, Bud Light. This is a Bud Light. See? Nobody's on the cover. Nobody's on the cover. I'd like to be on the cover. I could be on the cover of Bud Light. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Listen, you need to drink Bud. I could do it that way, or I could do it like this. You know what? Beer is really good. Would you like some beers? You got affected by that. You see his body posture changed. Did you see him? I'm like, you said it has to be. He was like, yes, yes. We all smelled parsley. Is that parsley?
Yeah, it's parsley
Is
over here.
that parsley?
Yeah, from New Jersey.
Hello,
over here.
parsley. Parsley's our friend, unless it gets stuck in your tooth, and then everybody goes, "Ew, is that broccoli?" You're like, "No, parsley. It's parsley." Somebody's going around stealing all the Parmesan. A comedy ghost about Italians, right? You know what, Anne-Marie? You were scarier when you were alive. Write that down. That's funny as shit. You need some Bud garlic. That's not funny. I'll do the writing. All right. Gio Drasconi is a very lucky entertainer. At a very young age, he's been in a lot of different projects. Making movies is a lot of fun. I like making movies. I like doing some TV shows, but there's nothing better than being a live performer because you walk out on stage and it's do or die. You're either going to knock it out of the ballpark or you're not. And you know in the first 7 seconds of you saying hello. Do you do any live performing?
I never have, but people tell me I should have. I'm always open to it. So if it comes, I'm gonna do it. I'm not scared about anything.
Well, I think you should do some live performing because your rhythm and the way you come across would be very funny. So take over the show. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
All right, guys, take the show.
Gio Drasconi, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.
Hey, oh.
I know that you were working on something that you said eventually just didn't go through. We all get these opportunities, and then you think, oh, man, this is going to be great. Maybe you get your own plane ticket. Maybe they get you the plane ticket. They set you up in the hotel. You study your script. Your lines are all in your head. And then they call you and say, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah, it was a movie. Actually, that time when I booked the horror film in Vermont, it was that week. I studied this project for like 2 months. And I was ready to play that character. I hired a, acting coach to, be specific how to say the lines and stuff like that because I wasn't 100% sure. And I studied the script. It was about 95 pages it was about. And I got the character to the T. And 3 days later, I was supposed to fly out. And the producer, called me and said, I'm sorry, we can't do the movie. We have no funding.
It's okay. I think I broke one of my own rules. We're drinking beer and eating pizza while we're trying to talk. It's not a good idea.
No.
We're all burping and farting like you have no idea. Hold on a minute. Is that you?
It's not
Damn.
me. Nah, it's not me. No. It's not me.
It's a Geo fart. It's little. How tall are you?
5'4", like Joe
5'4", like Joe Pesci. He's 5'4"?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been referring to you as what could be the new Joe Pesci.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm booking all these roles. I mean, it's very simple. They see my work. My work's on YouTube. Type in my name, or it's on Amazon Prime. I did 2 films called The Marco Crew and The Wise Guys Christmas. We shot that about 2 years ago in LA.
A Wise Guy's Christmas?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's an album that maybe you guys could find on the internet. It's by my friend Mike Ricca. I think it came out in 1989, 1990. It was called A Goodfellas Christmas. One of the funniest comedy albums I think I've ever heard, ever. Michael Ricca went on to do some really great things as a stand-up comedian. Then he retired from the business to have a family. And I haven't said this in a long time, but I'll never forget that album. They sang jingles. They sang Christmas carols. They cracked jokes. and the Christmas carols were that of, let's say, Wise Guys. And it wasn't Jingle Bells, it was Loaded Shells, right? It wasn't Silent Night, it was Silencer Night. I'm really not going to do it justice. It was just one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I'll never forget one of the lines. He goes, "Listen, you're the producer, you produce. We're the artists, we art." What happened to Santa? Oh, he got his. He didn't bring no toys. Yeah, well, you know. So it's a great album. I love comedy. I love spoofs. I love spoofs on everything. We should do more spoofs. The world needs to laugh more now than it ever has in the entire lifespan of me, as far as I'm concerned. We need some jokes, some powerful jokes, and people should not be offended. If you're offended, shut up. Stop watching. Relax yourself. It's just a joke, especially if the joke is about yourself. Leave me alone. Right?
Yes, of course.
I find everything funny. We're eating pizza and drinking beer. Of course we're going to burp. It was a dumb idea to do it while we're talking on a show. But hey, I couldn't wait any longer. The pizza was late. It's supposed to come at 7. It came at 7:45. We go live at 8 o'clock. But to tell you what, Max's Pizza, Park Avenue here in Scotch Plains, it's delicious. And I ordered the plain. I went easy on everybody. Right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I didn't order the sausage. We'd have had to take a break. So if you had your choice to be in anything, what would you prefer, comedy or a serious role?
Comedy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's easy for me. Serious, it's, when you play serious character, you got to really get into that character. Like any character you could play, but I love comedy. I like joking around and having a good time, and, it's easier for me. But I'll play any role. I'm open-minded.
What is the acting role that you put up on the internet, like within the last 24 hours? I saw something. I think you had a hat on.
That was a clip. I was just joking around. I do that once in a while. I like to joke around and just, improv. I love improving. And that was a clip I did. Was an improv with a trip to Hawaii, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the one I improv, but it's funny. It was good. I like
Somebody
doing
actually
what's
just wrote something really funny. I'm going to crack up laughing. This is from an old school comedian that I know from the Laugh Factory back in the day, the Comedy Store back in the day, in the 90s, and it's Brian Figueroa, and he just wrote, "I have access to a train, a sailing tall ship, and a casino if you guys want to film the ghosts of meatballs past in Delaware." The ghost of meatballs past. Please tell me this is not the future. Yes, they're going to make meatballs out of tofu. Oh. Is that a meatball? No, that's tofu. Try it. I think I'll kill myself now. Big C's Italian Grill. I can't wait for next week. We're going to eat down here like we're eating right now. Next Tuesday night, some great stuff from a food truck. How do you not love a food truck?
That's amazing.
Right?
It's right there, and you don't got to go nowhere, and the restaurant's right over here.
It
It's
rolls
great.
up to you. Mm-hmm. You ever work on a set and they come with the food truck?
Yes,
And
yes.
you just sit down and everybody gets whatever they want. What do they call that food truck? It's called something on a set. Craft services.
Craft services, yeah.
But they also call that truck something else. A Winnebago.
I don't know.
Crafty.
Crafty.
Fun food something. I don't know. Somebody's requesting to talk. You can't call us now. We're busy. Did you ever have a gluten meatball? Bite your tongue. There's no such thing as gluten in meatballs. It don't go in there. It's like putting, I don't know, bread in where it don't belong. Roach Coach. No, not Roach Coach. Arlene Lubin Brief. You know who that is? She's saying
she's
hello.
a
An
manager.
agent.
Yeah, she's a great lady.
Hello, Arlene Lubman Brief, who books a lot of entertainers for some incredible corporate events. It's nice to see you. Gio made his way down to the basement via a 5.5-hour drive from Syracuse, not to be confused with Buffalo.
Yeah.
He's very quiet.
It was a long drive, What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
he's exhausted. He's probably going to stay over.
No, I don't got to go over. I got things to do tomorrow. I got to film a project, actually.
You got to film a project tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh,
in
great.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Why sleep?
Yeah, why not? Huh? It's a different.
What are you filming tomorrow?
This horror film. It is. I don't know what's going on with this horror. Lately, a lot of casting directors and directors reach out to me to do horror films. I'm like, whatever. It's like a 2-day thing, so
Isn't that hilarious?
it is.
I keep thinking he's going to tell me he's the new Joe Pesci. He's doing Goodfellas Part 2. What are you doing tomorrow? Making a horror movie.
Not a horror movie.
They're going to chop me up.
Actually, I gotta bring the body in
You gotta-
the cemetery.
Is that right? It wears a nice jacket, some pinky rings, or a watch. And then the director's going to say, Gio, in this horror scene, you show up with a body and you put it in the grave. And you're like, oh, again?
That's it. Huh? It's easy. It's a 1-day thing. You know, it's
I've done this
boom.
before. Can you impersonate Joe Pesci?
Yeah, I could go funny how? What am I, a clown? I'm here to fucking amuse you, huh? How the fuck am I funny? What's so fucking funny about me, you motherfucker, you? That's what I do, you know? That's natural.
Should have did this at the beginning of the show.
I always save the best for the middle, you know?
Yeah, so you just ate the crust. You were now we're having the middle.
Nah, I have the middle and the half over you. Oh.
How about Joe Pesci in another project?
He was in Casino when he was in the desert.
All right.
And he goes, with Robert De Niro, he goes, where did you get off my head, you Jew motherfucker, you? You only exist because of me, not your fucking country clubs and your fucking casinos. You know I get calls every time to some bad shit.
We'll probably get canceled, but hey, that was great.
Thank you. No offense to all the Jewish people who watch this. It's just a movie Casino. You know, I don't want you,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Don't get your balls in a twist.
No.
It's just a joke. He was impersonating somebody in a movie.
That's
Here
so-
comes another letter from my friend Brian Figueroa. He's dying to write this movie. Opening shot, guys, making meatballs out of rat meatball ends, up rolling off the spaghetti, and Christmas Eve, and ends up in the curtains.
Curtains, yeah.
I don't get it. Gio is killing it. Well, he likes your work.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look
Yeah.
at my work on YouTube, on Instagram. I got a marketing guy that does those are marketing for me. Does my Facebook account, my fan page, and my Instagram and YouTube channel. Check out my work. I got plenty of stuff there, and I'm always uploading new content every day.
Well, where is this content seen?
YouTube and Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. What is the handle?
Oh, it's at Gio Gio /Drasconi. Gio
Drasconi.
Yeah, Drasconi. Yeah.
Gio Drasconi.
Yeah.
That's a nice Italian name.
Yeah, it's custom, you know.
Gio.
Custom made.
It's not short for Giovanni?
No, it's not actually.
Gio.
Yeah, Gio.
Wow.
Simple, nice and easy.
Yeah. Nice and easy.
That's it.
Anybody got any questions for my friend Gio Nice and Easy Drasconi? I just gave him a new character name for his next horror movie. We need a ghost. Who should we call? Gio
Nice and easy.
Drasconi. Why is he called Nice and Easy? Because when he takes somebody out.
Nice and easy.
nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, I don't want to work too hard. I just, nice and easy. Nice. My uncle used to talk like that. We're going to go to the arcade and have some fun. We'll go play the games. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Nobody's going to get hurt.
Nobody, yeah.
The kids are coming.
Somebody get a fresh one.
Nice
over
and
here.
easy. Remember that?
Yeah.
How would you like one of these?
One of these, you
Over there,
cocksucker,
like
you?
this.
Yeah. You fucking prick.
For all you children watching,
Oh, I'm sorry. PJ-13, huh?
what Gio said
Says
was,
each.
what Gio meant to say was, hi, would you like some ice cream?
Hey, you want some chocolate? You want some vanilla? What do you want? Oh,
Nice and easy.
oh, nice and
I'm
easy.
Gio, nice and easy, Drasconi. All right, so in the news today, of course, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in the world.
It's a sick world.
It's a sick world. There's a lot of people out there who think there's somebody else, and there's a lot of people out there who thought they were somebody, and then they became somebody, and nobody's afraid, and this and that and the other thing. Oh, wait a minute, here comes one. Hi, Mike and Gio. I see you come from Queens. So do I. Where?
Ridgewood.
You're the greatest interviewee I've ever had on my show.
should
Where you
read the
from?
question.
Ridgewood. Watch this. Rose Delacio. Your question was really great for Gio. He's from Ridgewood in the Queens area. Here comes another question from my friend JJ Croythium, who's all the way down in Asbury Park. He's a great actor, and if there's anybody who should recreate the character in Halloween, it should be JJ. JJ asked the question to Gio, who is your favorite person who you already worked with?
Who I already worked with. Who I already worked with. Brad Pitt.
You worked with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you shouldn't be in this basement. This is the worst show you've ever been
No,
on.
come
You
on.
work with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, you don't come down the basement no more. You go to the kitchen. You work with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, come on now. How come you didn't start off with this story?
Again, I always like to say for like.
Oh, yeah, having it in the middle, like the crust.
We did this
Nice
in
and easy.
Manhattan last year ago, and the project never. I don't know what's going on with the project, but had a one day with him, a great guy, and told me you got a big future, keep on going, and so I'm so grateful to hear that.
Wow. So you met Brad Pitt, and he said you got a great future in the business.
Yeah, he goes keep going. A lot of people tell me that. I just I work hard. It's not easy. I practice. I read a lot of scripts. I choose my projects, what I want to work on, what I don't want to work on, and just being professional as much as I could be.
Well, we're really glad that you chose to come down the basement. This project is probably one of the most important of your career.
Sure. I mean, I hang out with Mike. He's a great guy, and I'm so grateful.
He
that
came
I
for the
met
pizza.
him. Yeah, the pizza. 5-hour drive in traffic. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
All right. This question comes to Gio from Maria Manna, who I'm performing with, and we just got done talking about, in Canada. Her question is, Gio, what part of Italy is your family from?
Oh, Palermo, Sicily. Have you ever been?
No, I was just waiting to see if you were going to continue on that.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah, you gotta stretch that shit. We got an hour to eat up. You go like this. Oh, Palermo. Yes, my family's from Palermo. My parents grew up on a farm, and they made goat's milk. It was goats, shit like that. Make shit up.
Okay.
This is what I would do. Mike, where are you from? Palermo. You know where they shot the movie The Godfather? The girl that they found in the weeds out there? Yeah, I married her. That was my girl. She wanted to be an actress, so I got her a part in that movie. She auditioned, and they wanted $350,000, and I said, okay, paid them. She got right in, and they made the movie. Never saw her again, but boy, it was a big boom when the car blew up. It was weird. Just confused. I just lost half the viewers. What the hell?
Oh, man.
Here comes another question. Debbie, good evening, everybody, from New Rochelle, New York. Is that a friend of yours? Corallo?
I don't know. How you doing, Debbie? How are you?
Hey, Mike, Art keeps telling me that you're going to come into Brooklyn Pizza and Pasta in the Vieira, Florida. You got to try it. Forget about it. Okay, then. Lisa says, Gio's amazing.
Hi,
He's
Lisa.
shocking the hell out of me. Great show as always. All the best to you guys. Don't leave, Vince. We're talking. Bobby Mattia. Are you friends with Art Grenchi in Vieira, Florida? I'm coming down to Florida this weekend, but I'm not going to be anywhere near there. So there's a Brooklyn Pizza in Florida. Well, I guess we'll have to go.
We gotta go. Go over there and say, "How you doing, Brooklyn?" Oh.
So here's what we're going to do. Gio and I are going to be co-starring in a horror movie starring Brad Pitt. And nice and easy, we're going to get together and make this movie in Vieira, Florida, and we're going to drop by Brooklyn Pizza. See how I just made that a story?
What a beautiful
And then when
thing.
we're done, we're going to go to Naples.
Naples. Oh, what's
Because
up?
on the Sicilian side.
Only the good part, huh?
Oh, look, Debbie's saying she's trying to send stars butts. What does that mean? Send us money. Come on, star it up. Star it up, everybody. I want to hear the bell ring. Come on, we got 17 viewers. That's the most viewers I've ever had in an hour. Nothing.
Quiet, huh?
Right. Hi,
Quiet.
Lisa Franco. All right, so we're taking some questions for Gio on Instagram. Thank you so much, everybody down here on Facebook. Those questions are funny as hell. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gio and I start working on a brand new movie. It's called um, the Ghost of Mrs. Muir. He's probably laughing for the wrong reason. It was actually a TV show.
Oh,
You didn't know that, did you?
no, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
you're
No.
too young. Damn, I'm old.
That's okay.
It's not working, so I'll just bring you pizza again Saturday. Oh, that explains everything. All right. I don't know why you can't send stars, but if you're coming to my show Saturday night at the Boca Black Box, I really appreciate that. And if you're going to bring me a slice of pizza gaina, I appreciate that too. You are the man, Mike. Well, yes, I'm definitely a man, and I'm holding Bud Light. Don't make no mistakes. No mistakes. I'm a man. I wish I was a boy. A little boy with dirty clothes playing on the roller. Money! There it is, bitches. Send that cash. Thank you, Brian Figueroa. I miss you, man. We got to do a show together again someday. Now he takes a chance for a break. You are the man. Well, thank you so much, Big Mr. C's. This is hilarious. We're going to be doing a movie. It's called The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, which was a TV series that I think had about 2 episodes before they pulled that off the air. These people are mentioning Pizzagena. What does Pizzagena mean to you?
Pizza Gainer.
Perfect.
What are they gonna be?
We'll be right back after this commercial break from our sponsors, Italian Cheese. Pizzagena, for the people out there who don't know, is a traditional pie, an Easter pie, that most Italian people make who are Catholic on Easter Sunday. It's a very thick, loaded, delicious, pie-shaped cake with eggs, sometimes bacon, ham, pepperoni, if you're a real Ginzalone, sopressata. This is one of those pies that one bite can give you the Widowmaker. I'm not getting any laughs from him at all. This is ridiculous.
I'm just listening.
The Pizza Gain. And, hey, Pizza Regina's, he just wrote in from Akron, Ohio. Nice to see you, buddy. It's one of the most delicious Easter treats ever, and I love it. So if you guys are bringing me Pizza Gaina, my mother used to say Pizza Gain. If you're bringing it for me on Saturday night at the Boca Black Box in Boca Raton, I really would appreciate that. Here comes a question from Magdalena, who is actually in Canada. Will you be making my Italian movies? Oh, will you be making any Italian movies?
Not yet, but it's in the works, actually. We want to get rid of this, finish the show that I'm doing in the series, and definitely something next year you could watch me and follow me, and definitely would love to interact with you guys.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to answer this question. Look at this one. This question comes to Gio from Rosa Dalasio, who's still watching. Thank you so much, Rosa. Oh, where'd the question go? Does Gio know Lou and Carlo from Uncle Louie's variety show? They live in Syracuse, and Mike and are you doing anything with them in the future? Oh, it's a double question. You want 2 for 1, huh, Deb? Do you know the Uncle Louie variety show?
No, I don't actually.
You don't?
Actually, I met him. I don't know which one. The bald guy. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Lou.
Lou. I met him at a casino. I was eating and he was playing. I was like, oh, you know Mike? Goes, yeah. I was like, oh, I see your stuff. That's the only time I met him. I don't know him personally. I don't never met them all.
Lou Greco and Carlo Russo are the comedy team, the Uncle Louie variety show, and they live in Syracuse.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've done many shows with these guys. They've been on this podcast. I've been on their podcast. Funny comedy team. Folks, watch these guys. They dress like women, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
And the Uncle Louie variety show. And I would say by the end of the year, I'll be performing with those guys for sure. And I hope to see you out there. Look at all these questions. Try harder, Mike. Stop it. like anything that has to do with Italian food you love. Of course I do. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Spaghetti westerns. Oh, spaghetti easterns. Yeah, we're gonna do a spaghetti eastern. It's in New York. Are you hungry? No. All right, movie's over. All right. Any Canadian dates planned? My Stugats. What does my Stugats mean to
Oh,
you?
forget it. Go fuck yourself.
Does
That's
that?
Yeah, that's what it means.
He's got shirts that say my Stugats. I was wearing it on the show. I was like, hey, my Stugats, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to Canada next week. We were talking about it. April 21 through April 23 in the Vancouver area. So go on my website and say hello. Mike, are you friends with Elise DeLucci? Yes, she's a comedian in New York City. I've done many shows with Elise DeLucci. Thank you for asking me that question. She's very, very funny, and I know she's working the circuit in the city and throughout the outer boroughs as well. Was it hard for Gio to play a
Serbian driver as an Italian? No, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. I'm mixed. I'm Serbian, Italian, Romanian. So
No kidding.
yeah.
You're not a full-blooded Ginzaloon?
No. I speak 7 languages.
How many?
7.
7. Wow, and I'm having a hard time getting you to just speak English. You speak 7 languages?
Yeah.
All right, say hello in Serbian.
Zdravo, kako si?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was.
Yeah.
Minga, 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 gakasi.
Ciao, como sta? You know.
Oh, I don't know what that one is.
Romanian, it's kumias. I haven't spoken in so many years, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it-
Bosnian, Croatian, Montenegro, it's all one language.
What'd you say?
Bosnian, Croatian, Montenegro, it's all one language.
Oh.
They had the war, so every country is a different religion.
Oh, well, hey, that's sad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We only have one religion here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's called pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. And every once in a while, it's called pizza gaina. But you got to eat it on Easter, otherwise it goes away.
Yes.
And if you don't eat it on Easter and you wait 2 days, it turns into a rock. And then you could take that rock and hold your door open on a windy day. Getting no laughs in the basement. It's a tough crowd down here, tough crowd. And the Serbian goes for the pizza. Well, I hope you get to do a comedy with me someday. I know it would be a lot of fun. We can make people laugh. We could do a whole big thing in a car. We'll drive for like 5.5
To
hours.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. What did I say? Albany?
You said 5 hours, so I said Syracuse.
Yeah, Syracuse. The Syracuse drive with Gio and Mike.
Mike and Gio.
The Mike Gio story.
Live.
The Mike Gio story. Nice and easy. Nice and
and
easy.
easy.
We don't like things difficult. We like them nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get going. But before we leave, Gio, tell everybody where they can follow you on all social media.
Follow me on Instagram, Gio Drasconi. Follow me on Facebook, Gio Drasconi. YouTube, Gio Drasconi Productions. Google my name on YouTube and you'll find all my work. And you could subscribe to my channel and watch my stuff for upcoming projects as well.
Watch all his stuff. Nice and sleazy, somebody said. Nice and sleazy. Nice and sleazy. He's nice and easy. I'm a little sleazy. I see here on your thing, though, you got the Beggar Man,
Yeah,
the Broken Life,
yeah,
the Loyal and Betrayal series, Dodging Her Bullet.
yeah.
What's Dodging Her Bullet?
We changed the name. The director changed the name to the Wise Group, Wise series. The Wise series. It's last minute change. You can watch that stuff on. Next coming out this year.
Well, we look forward to seeing all of this stuff, and we look forward to staying in touch with Gio and watch where his career goes. We're going to do a nice big shout out to my producer, Tatiana Bluchel, for always making the podcast fantastic and finding really cool and great guests to be on the show. We'll be back again next Tuesday night with some incredible guests that you're going to have a lot of fun watching. Stay in touch with me on all social media platforms. You know where to find me, guys. I'm on everything you could think of. iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor. You can also listen to this episode on Italian American Radio out of New York City. You can see me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. You could give me money here on Facebook. You can also give me some money on Patreon. And you know what I've been doing a lot lately, and you should do this? Cameo.
Cameo.
Yes, go to Cameo, Mike Marino Live, and I'll say happy birthday or go screw yourself to anybody you want. And we can make that happen. You could do it too. You'd be great the way you did that whole
All right.
Joe Pesci
I could
thing.
do it. Let's go.
Yeah, well, we can't do it now, but if they call you and they give you $50, then you do it.
Cameo.com, huh?
Yeah, Cameo.com. Log on.
I'm gonna tell my marketing to do that. 'Cause
You
I
gotta
don't-
tell Kevin, listen.
Hey,
I
Kevin,
need to
hurry
be
up.
on.
What are you
Kevin,
doing?
what are you doing? Spread this stuff. We got to get going. Remember, everybody, make America Italian again. We'll see you next week, okay? You know the motto. You don't know nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't say nothing. How do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing with my guest. Don't take no shit from nobody.
Don't take shit from
No, we're going to do it
nobody.
together.
Okay.
Ready? Into this camera. Ready? Don't take no shit from nobody. Now, we got to do it again. Ready? Don't take no
this
shit
from nobody.
What shit? No. Don't take no shit.
Don't take no shit.
Don't take no shit from nobody. Ready?
Don't
Don't take no shit from nobody. All right, good night.
Bye.
Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.